Hello, I'm Dr. Arthur. Welcome back to your home for healthy aging. Every single morning, millions of seniors over the age of 60, 70, and 80 perform a routine transition that silently puts their life at immediate risk. You wake up, you open your eyes, you throw off the blankets, and you instantly swing your legs over the side of the bed to stand up. It takes less than 5 seconds. You have done it your entire life. But from a medical and physiological standpoint, those first 5 seconds are some of the absolute most dangerous moments of your entire day. When you stand up immediately after waking, you are forcing an inactive, cold skeletal frame and a dormant cardiovascular system to abruptly fight against the relentless pull of gravity. For thousands of older adults every single year, this sudden aggressive shift leads to a split second of blackness, a sudden wave of severe dizziness, or an immediate loss of motor control. In a flash, before your brain even registers what is happening, your knees buckle, your hands slip from the nightstand, and you collapse heavily onto the bedroom floor. Most people dismiss morning stumbles as mere grogginess. They say, "I am just not a morning person," or "I just got up a bit too fast." But as a physician, I am here to issue a critical clinical warning. These morning falls are not accidental slips. They are the direct result of temporary neurological disconnection, stiffened joint capsules, and a sharp, sudden drop in blood pressure known as orthostatic hypotension. A fall in the bedroom first thing in the morning is uniquely devastating. Your muscles are unguarded, your bones are cold and fragile due to age-related density loss, and you are often completely alone in the room without immediate help. A single hip fracture or spinal trauma at 6 a.m. can permanently strip away your physical independence and alter the trajectory of your life. But waking up does not have to be a hazard. Today, under the clinical guidance of Dr. Arthur, we are rewriting your morning routine from the comfort of your mattress. Before your feet ever touch the cold floor, I am going to reveal the exact biological reasons why your body is highly vulnerable in the morning. And more importantly, I will guide you through the 5 ultimate, low-impact, bed-based kinetic mobility drills. These exercises are specifically designed to safely accelerate your heart rate, flood your brain with oxygenated blood, lubricate your stiffened joints, and lock in an unshakable foundation of stability before you ever take your first step of the day. This is a comprehensive, step-by-step morning mobility and injury prevention masterclass. If you are ready to reclaim your mornings, eliminate waking dizziness, and protect your physical sovereignty, ensure you are subscribed to Dr. Arthur, turn on your notification bell, and let us begin this critical morning transformation together. To successfully eliminate morning falls, we must break down exactly what happens to the human anatomy during 8 hours of deep sleep. When you are lying horizontal in bed, your body enters a highly passive state of physiological preservation. First, let us examine your cardiovascular system. While you sleep, your heart rate drops significantly, and your blood pressure lowers to its absolute baseline. Because your body is flat, your blood is distributed evenly across your frame. Your heart does not have to pump hard against gravity to get blood up to your brain. The exact moment you suddenly stand up, gravity instantly pulls all of that blood downward, causing it to pool inside the large venous reservoirs of your abdomen and lower legs. In a young body, the nervous system instantly triggers a reflex that constricts the blood vessels and shoots blood back up to the brain within milliseconds. But as we cross the threshold of age 70, our blood vessels become stiffer, and our baroreceptors, the internal blood pressure sensors in our arteries, become slower and less responsive. This delay creates a temporary medical crisis. For several critical seconds, your brain is literally starved of oxygenated arterial blood. This is exactly what causes that terrifying sensation of room-spinning vertigo, blurred vision, and sudden weakness when you get out of bed too fast. Second, we must address the structural changes in your joints and connective tissues. Throughout the night, you are completely motionless. Without movement, the production of synovial fluid, the natural lubricant inside your knees, hips, and lower back, completely grinds to a halt. Your cartilage dries out slightly, and your tendons shorten and tighten. If you force these cold, stiff joints to instantly bear 100% of your body weight the second you wake up, they cannot communicate effectively with your brain. Your proprioception, the internal GPS system that tells your brain where your feet are positioned in space, is completely offline. When you take that first step onto the floor with cold joints and an unlubricated nervous system, your ankles stumble, your knees hyperextend, and your balance architecture completely collapses. Today, we are going to wake up your nervous system before you change your posture. We are going to use specific, bed-based muscle contractions to act as a manual circulatory pump, smoothly elevating your blood pressure, flooding your joint capsules with warm fluid, and completely calibrating your balance system while your head is still resting safely on your pillow. Now, let us systematically analyze the 5 clinical exercises you must perform under your blankets every single morning. We will break down the exact setup, the precise execution tempo, the breathing mechanics, and the anatomical targets for each movement. Drill 1. The horizontal ankle pump matrix, cardiovascular reignition. This exercise targets the tibialis anterior and the gastrocnemius muscles. It serves as your primary manual vascular accelerator, forcing pooled blood out of your lower extremities and elevating your blood pressure before you sit up. The setup. As soon as you open your eyes, remain lying flat on your back with your head comfortably supported by your pillow. Extend your legs straight out under the covers, keeping them about 6 inches apart. Rest your arms loosely by your sides. The execution. Take a deep, conscious breath in through your nose. As you slowly exhale through your mouth, push your toes straight out away from your body, pointing them toward the footboard of your bed as hard as you safely can. Hold this extreme extension for 2 seconds, feeling the deep contraction in your calves. Next, inhale deeply as you pull your toes completely back toward your face, flexing your ankles hard and reaching your heels forward. Hold this position for 2 seconds, feeling the front of your shins engage. Keep this rocking wave completely continuous. The blueprint variables. Perform this alternating matrix continuously for 60 seconds, aiming for roughly 20 to 30 full fluid cycles. Drill 2. Alternating pelvic core slides, lumbar and hip lubrication. This drill targets the deep hip flexors and the lumbar spine stabilizers. It gently activates the neural pathways of the lower back, clearing night stiffness and protecting you from a sudden back spasm when you stand. The setup. Lying flat on your back, slowly bend your knees slightly so your feet are resting flat on your mattress, spaced hip-width apart. Rest your palms flat on your lower abdomen to feel your core muscles activate. The execution. Inhale completely, expanding your diaphragm. As you exhale, slowly slide your right heel forward along the top of the mattress until your right leg is completely straight. Pause for 1 second. Now, engage your lower abdominal muscles and slowly drag that right heel back up to the starting position. As soon as the right foot plants, repeat the exact same sliding motion with your left heel. Keep your lower back pressed firmly into the mattress throughout the entire exercise. Do not let your spine arch up. The blueprint variables. Perform 10 controlled heel slides per leg, counting a full 3 seconds for the slide out and 3 seconds for the slide back. Drill 3. Bed-based gluteal bridge activations. The independence engine. The gluteus maximus is the strongest muscle group in your body and is the primary engine used to push yourself up from a seated position. Activating them in bed ensures your hips are awake and ready to support your weight. The setup. Keep your knees bent and your feet placed flat on the mattress, exactly shoulder width apart. Rest your arms firmly by your sides, flat against the bed, to serve as structural anchors. The execution. Take a deep breath into your torso. As you exhale through your mouth, press your heels firmly down into the mattress and squeeze your gluteal muscles tightly to elevate your hips into the air. Only lift your hips to a comfortable height. Your body should form a straight line from your knees down to your shoulders. Do not overarch your lower back. Hold this peak contraction for 3 full seconds, focusing entirely on the squeeze in your hips. Slowly, lower your hips back down to the mattress over a 3-second count. The blueprint variables. Complete 2 sets of 8 to 10 controlled repetitions. Rest for 30 seconds between sets while deep breathing. Drill 4. Supine windshield wiper decongestors. Hip capsule mobilization. This exercise targets the internal and external rotators of the hip joints. Rotating the hips while unweighted allows synovial fluid to fully coat the femoral head, eliminating morning joint stiffness. The setup. Remain flat on your back with your knees bent and your feet placed flat on the mattress. However, walk your feet outward until they are wide, resting near the edges of your bed. Open your arms slightly to the sides for stability. The execution. Inhale at the center position. As you slowly exhale, allow both of your knees to gently drift down toward the right side, rotating through your hips. Go only as far as your flexibility allows without lifting your shoulders off the bed. Hold this gentle stretch for 2 seconds. Inhale as you bring your knees smoothly back to the center, and then exhale as you let them drift down toward the left side. The blueprint variables. Complete 10 fluid side-to-side waves on each side, maintaining a slow, rhythmic pace. Drill 5. The postural transition pause, the orthostatic reset. This is the final, vital neurological bridge between lying horizontal and standing vertical. It completely resets your blood pressure sensors. The setup. After completing the first 4 exercises under your blankets, slowly use your arms to push your upper body up into a fully seated position on the edge of your bed. Let your legs dangle loosely over the side. The execution. Do not stand up yet. Sit tall on the edge of the mattress, roll your shoulders back, and place your hands flat on your thighs. Lock your vision onto a fixed, stationary object across the bedroom. Take 5 slow, deep, diaphragmatic breaths. Inhale for 4 seconds through your nose, hold for 2 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds through your mouth. This pause allows your autonomic nervous system to completely equalize your blood pressure and eliminates any potential micro-dizziness before you load your joints. The blueprint variables. Maintain this absolute seated pause for a minimum of 60 seconds every single morning, without exception. We have now systematically analyzed the complete medical architecture of morning safety. But I must speak to you with absolute clarity. A clinical blueprint is entirely useless without daily execution. Morning orthostatic drops and joint rigidity are predictable physical forces that happen every single time your body transitions from sleep to wakefulness. They operate without fail, 365 days a year. Therefore, you must treat these 5 bed-based mobility drills not as an optional fitness routine, but as a mandatory, life-saving morning script. Before you reach for your phone, before you check the time, and before you plan your day, you must run through this sequence. Turn your waking moments into an automated shield against injury. I want to remind you of an extraordinary biological reality. Your nervous system and your circulatory networks are incredibly intelligent, adaptive systems. They possess a profound capacity to optimize their reflexes, to accelerate blood pressure stabilization, and to completely restore joint mobility, regardless of whether you are 70, 80, or 90 years old. Aging does not mean you are destined to wake up feeling fragile, stiff, or dizzy. You hold the exact clinical tools right now to manually activate your neural connection and stabilize your frame. Stop letting the hidden fear of a morning fall make you hesitate to get out of bed. Fortify your foundation, clear the stagnant pathways, reset your blood pressure, and step onto your bedroom floor every single morning with unshakable confidence, fluid power, and absolute sovereignty over your physical health. If this comprehensive masterclass shed light on your morning mobility and brought true value to your life today, please take a brief moment to support our channel's mission by hitting that like button. Share this vital video immediately with your spouse, your close friends, your neighbors, or anyone you know who deserves to stay strong, safe, and entirely independent from the moment they wake up. Let us build a global community of resilient seniors together. Thank you for investing your valuable time into your longevity masterclass with me today. I am Dr. Arthur. Wake up with purpose, step with absolute power, and I will see you in our next clinical health blueprint video.